I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't.
So you mean to tell me you was a guy and you got somebody pregnant and they didn't tell you that you was going to be a father? They didn't tell you anything about it. And you just got in a car accident. When later on you find out by somebody, you're not going to be mad about it?
But I don't think so. Because you didn't take that long to sit here and ponder on the whole fact of being a dad. I feel like it's more of an emotional tie, if there's any, because of you pondering on the thought of what you're going to do, what you're going to buy, what's going to happen. Compared to if you didn't know at all and just like it's done. Like there's a difference between like, oh, I told you I was pregnant and I got an abortion afterwards.
Gives you the right to sit here and do that though, because it's your body.
Yes.
But that's not his.
Yeah,
but it's not all you though.
It's like taking away
At the end
his
of the day,
chance.
you guys are just the incubators, bro. Real shit. I'm not trying to be a dickhead or anything like that. You guys sit here and make the cookie. Real talk. The guy fucking provides. You guys have the eggs. God provides the milk. You guys.
Yo, bro, don't make this into food. You do it too much.
It's kind of the truth. Is the guys provide the milk? You guys got the eggs and
No. Stop it.
Cookies. Boom.
I just don't feel like it's none of his business.
I mean, but she loves him. If she says this, why couldn't she at least tell him about it? It's like taking a chance. Like, sure,
that's ruining her. God.
It's not that. Sure, you might not have enough money and stuff like
so what if they tell the guy, right? That I'm thinking about getting an abortion, okay? He says no, and she still does it. Is she wrong?
She told him no.
No.
So what is the point of you knowing
because
that out in this world a baby could have been? That doesn't make any sense to me.
But like Theo said, you both did it though.
It's like literally you're.
It's like taking a bone before even having the bone or knowing about it. Like, just think about it. It's like...
It wouldn't bother me as much because I didn't have it before.
Yeah, but like, you thinking of...
I hope in your next life you're a male.
Why? Why would you say that?
I don't understand what Theo's saying about how guys and stuff like that, because they have emotion too. I acknowledge that. I know that. But what she did, I feel like it was wrong because... Yes, it is wrong because it's like you had no knowledge. You did not tell him about it.
You didn't even, like, I'm not
You
saying...
didn't even knowledge about it. You never even brought it up. And what if you don't know that he wanted to be a dad or anything like that? Like Theo said. That
so if you really felt strongly about not being a mom and he really wants a child, he should be able to do it? He should be able to have a child?
Then...
What if you have health issues?
That's
his choice. If we tell him ahead of time and he choose not to be because we cannot have kids or he does not want to be a mother, that is on him, not us. But later on, if we end up ever changing our mind, like Theo said, our body, our choice.
So he just wants to say.
Everybody has an opinion, like
okay. So he just wanted to know. Basically, he wanted knowledge. That's all it was. I don't understand why stress out them having knowledge if you had an abortion or not, or you're gonna get an abortion or not.
It's like what what's name did to Cotton, not telling her who her father was.
That's like somebody having say over your body, regardless of the fact having say over your body, and
perfect situation.
They don't even live with you. They don't know you. Nothing like that. Like
you mess with some guy, you get pregnant, you have the baby, right? Guy doesn't want to be there, right? What do you do? What's the first thing you do?
What do you mean?
Guy doesn't want to be in a baby's life. What's the first thing you do?
You make a decision. You make a decision either to get an abortion, keep the child. I don't understand.
The baby's already in the world. What do you do?
You move on with your life. The fuck? What do you mean? What do you do?
You move on with your life. How?
Without the father.
But that was a choice that you decided to bring the baby in the world. But at least discussing it with the father, like, no.
Oh, it doesn't matter, Samantha. We sitting here, we're talking about even if it breaks or whatever, regardless of the fact she's just pregnant. Claire said just child support.
So, what does...
But Samantha said just use a condom.
What the fuck does child support have... Yo, bruh. Child support is only fucking... It's like, what, 15-25% of a person's income. My nigga, what the fuck do you get from child support, Clara? Think about what the fuck, bro?
Bro, y'all
nah. like real shit. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything like that. You on live already?
Yeah, I've been on live.
Oh.
Before Serenity started speaking. Yes, I was
on live?
yes. Samantha's there and Clara. But no, who's that? That's probably your mother. I don't know. I just don't. Oh my god.
Oh shit, you really are.
It's just not pointed to my face. That's it.
Shit.
You told me to go on live about this and want to hear other people's opinion. So we get to hear other people's opinion about this.
Yeah, but like, why do you feel...
Right, he's just asking, regardless of the fact if you use condoms or no condoms or whatever.
Gotcha. You gotta ring the bell, 015.
If you use condoms or whatever, still, like, you know, she ended up pregnant.
Do me a favor.
What do you do?
Go put some shoes on and go downstairs and get my milkshake.
Clara said she never wanted child support. She cool out with that. Let me let him in.
We about to have this whole...
Right. Samantha sat here and said, well, my body, my choice.
Your body, your choice. Cool, no problem. I'm not knocking it. But what I'm sitting here saying is that when you guys sit here and you get pregnant, right? You want the guy to sit here and be there, right? Cool, no problem. My argument is that when it comes down to the whole point of abortion, it's like your body, your choice, which is respectable. But at the end of the day, you guys go through everything. But when a kid gets in this world, you guys look at the guys on fucking providing. Motherfucker, we didn't sit here and decide to have this baby. So with that being said, shouldn't it not be some sort of semi-agreement that we're both want to sit here and have this baby, that we're both want to go get this abortion, because technically it's two that sat here and made this baby?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Though?
I don't think I'm gonna ever agree with you guys. Just because the fact is, it's your body. How could somebody else that have nothing to do with your body, just because one passion or, you know, what happened, because the child is here, but what happened, you end up sitting here and just like have a life decision.
Okay.
A big life decision on that one person.
Okay, Titi. Okay, you get pregnant, right?
Uh-huh.
And you don't tell him, right?
Okay.
You don't tell. And you get abortion. And I said just one random day you see him and he's talking about kids and stuff like that. And he's just around a whole bunch of kids and stuff like he wants to be a dad. How are you going to feel? Like, just think about it. Because you oh, yeah. Because you took that chance because you was pregnant. You was there.
So he could get somebody else pregnant.
No, that's cheating. That's not what I'm making, Titi. I'm not making that point. I'm making that point.
Yo, I don't got nobody on my side right here to help me argue with you guys. But I feel like y'all wrong.
No, you get pregnant and you do it behind his back and you see how he is with kids, passionate or anything about it. Just
hold on.
about being a father.
Okay. I'm with Theo. I get pregnant, right?
Yes.
By Theo?
Yes. Just.
Or somebody else?
No, it's just a. Bro.
Do I tell Theo?
Okay.
Because I did somebody else, or does the other guy have to know, or both parties gotta know?
I mean, that's a you problem, because if you're gonna go out
Theo
there
ain't
and
no
cheat,
Titi ain't no hoe, so I'm just asking.
I'm not saying that. I mean, you can tell him.
Okay.
But that's also telling him that you cheated him. He can never trust you again. But you can also tell the other guy, and they're gonna be like, oh well, we was this and that. But you still told him. So when your kid grows up and be like, did you ever give my dad a choice and stuff? You can be like, yes, I told him about you. He did not care. He chose not to be there. So your kid can never come up to you and be
but
like,
why
you
is
never
it?
told
Is
my
it?
father,
But
this. You know how hard that's gonna be to argue with your kid that, because you never told the other parent or gave that parent a chance to be a father.
But why does it have to be this chance to have a big life decision for the female, not the man? So when as the female who birthed the child, who actually birthed the child and had to carry the child, have more decision than a man?
Okay, dude.
Yeah, but
you are
it's
aware,
the amount of same. It's the same amount.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No,
Wait till you have your child.
No,
Yo, I'm gonna.
No,
yes.
Serenity, you don't understand. Men don't have the right to over kids at all. Because just because y'all motherfuckers bring motherfuckers into this world, y'all bring them into this world. Granted, round of a fucking applause.
You have to raise
real shit, round of a fucking applause. But when it come down to it or whatever, who's actually sitting here really financially providing? Or whatever, because at the end of the day, I'm not knocking.
You gotta raise that child because
any female that sits here and you a single mom, you doing what you're supposed to do. Don't look for credit because you're doing what you're supposed to do. Nah, my nigga, you brought that nigga in this world. You brought that little motherfucker in this world, point blank.
Yeah, I understand if he want nothing to do with him, but before you give birth to that child, Samantha, if the guy was like, you know, you want a child so bad, he'd be like, I don't want a child, and you have to basically abort the child because Jonathan is arguing that he thinks that, you know, we should both have a say. So it's like one can't have a say and one has a say. Like one is yay, one is nay. Y'all both got to be like, we both don't want it or we both do want it.
I think before anybody has sex, I think y'all should sit here.
Or you sit here and get like abortion just because he wants an abortion when you've been trying to get her pregnant for like 20 years.
No. I didn't say.
Like what if that's crazy?
I didn't sit here and
that's
say,
her body though. It goes through changes.
No, I'm not.
She dies. If she gives birth to the baby, you gonna die because I died?
I'm not knocking it. If it is your, alright, it is your body, which is 110% correct. That is your body.
Right.
You go and
right,
get
Clara.
Abortion,
both shall
right?
would say this is funny as
fuck.
fuck.
You go and get an abortion, right? And you are with your significant other, and your significant other is not in agreement with you. Real shit. Do not look at your significant other fucking for consolement. Because at the end of the day, you motherfuckers sat here and your body, your mind, your choice. You went through that.
Okay.
But not considered that, hold up, my significant other wanted this baby.
So why am I, why am I crying?
Hold up, pause.
Just let me know why am I crying.
I don't know. Hey.
Is it because
hold up, listen. Go ahead. Because at the end of the day, you motherfuckers, hey, I've seen movies. I don't know what the fuck happens with you guys. I'm being real as fuck.
Me too.
I know the whole procedure about the whole abortion shit, but I don't know what mentally happens with you guys.
Okay.
So, some shit, hey, you getting something sucked out of you. Hey, it is what it is. But when I'm getting...
You're PG here. You're PG.
I'm trying to keep it PG here. Oh,
but really my thing is, though...
14.
I'm fucking weak. Yeah, she's like, I turned 14 2 days ago. Look. My thing is, though, is, you know, if you decide to sit here and do that, why you sit here saying don't... console the person because of it?
No, I'm not saying no console. Don't look at that person to console your ass.
But why is she crying? Because maybe it was a mistake? That's why?
No. We're not looking at whether the little motherfucker was being nasty. We're not looking at the motherfucker this, that, and the third. We're not looking at any other reason how she got pregnant. We are looking at the reason that she is pregnant. We are looking at the reason...
I'm fucking weak, yes, with Chinese food.
We are looking at the reason that she is pregnant. We are not looking at the reason how she got pregnant. Because you guys can sit on a toilet seat and get pregnant.
I'm fucking weak. Don't say I'm 14-year-old. It's in the room. A 14-year-old.
No, because I'm actually really listening to this. I'm listening to both of your sides. I agree with you, but I also agree with him.
I just feel some type of way.
I feel like you're not agreeing with me.
No, I do.
You're trying to have some kind of sympathy with me.
Wait. No. Look. I understand what Theo's saying, too, because he's right. Y'all both did it, y'all this and that. But I also understand what you're saying, too, because it's our body, and like you said, why would we cry? Women are not crying because, oh, the other person wanted this and I didn't want it. It's because the other person knew that I didn't want the child, and they know that they wanted it, but the fact that you still could have been there, even though it's hard for you, and it's hard for the other person too, because women, some kids don't really, you get pregnant at 17 or 18 teenagers, and they don't know what to do because it wasn't by mistake, it would happen by accident, but people don't tell their kids that. It's hard for them to actually kill a seed or whatever it is, because even though it's still a seed, it's still life inside of you.
I just don't understand why hold on. Why do you think that he should have the need on basically have say on if you get abortion or not? Hold on. If you should get abortion or not, to me, I don't know. It just don't make no sense.
But shouldn't everybody have a choice?
But that's your body, though. That's what you're not understanding. It's your body. If you sit here, you could die on the table. Like, it's many things that can sit here and happen to you on that table, like giving birth to a child.
If you didn't want to give a guy an opinion for that much, you might as well go to a sperm bank.
But let's sit here and say it was a one night. One nighter. Is it different reasons why you would sit here and say that, okay, this is allowed without the guy saying?
Say it again.
Is there different reasons you believe that where the guy sit here and doesn't have a say? Or just like, all the time you have to sit here and say, you know.
If it's like a one night stand, does a guy have a say on whether
right.
the female has a...
I say yeah.
Do you believe that? Or did she have to still hunt him down and sit here and say,
that right
can I have you know?
I mean, you saw the haves and nots. You saw how that girl
making that argument,
hunted down Benny.
Good question. With making that argument,
Claire said the same thing you said. That you should talk before having sex.
I don't agree. I agree with what you're saying all the way. I know where you're coming at. No, I don't sit here and think that in that particular situation, no, I don't think a guy should have to say. Because at the end of the day, you guys are not dating. If I'm talking, you're not married. And when I'm referring to people having kids or whatever, I'm referring to I'm not talking about the people that sit here and fuck Tom, Dick, and Harry and get pregnant by Tom, Dick, or Harry.
I'm weak.
I'm talking about the people that are in relationships, or you're just dating, or whatever the case is, or you might just be fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry, and you might get pregnant by Tom, Dick, or Harry, but hey, you know it's those three, and or whatever the case is, and it's like, yo, fuck it, at least give them the option. You don't have to give them the option, but don't sit here and just, oh yeah, I was pregnant by this nigga, this, that, and the third, and then years later go ahead and tell us. Like, really? Like, come on, you, like, this whole situation with Cotton. Cotton was robbed of a fucking father because of whatever issues he did with the next chick. Because her mother couldn't get out her bag and allow this man to sit here and know that he had a kid. That's selfish as fuck, bro. It don't matter how the fuck however way you cut the shit, you can cut it 10 ways from sideways. That's selfish as fuck.
But we go through so much in our bodies, like it's our right.
That's bro. That's over fucking 20 fucking years. What I'm getting at is that she had a fucking baby.
Okay.
By a man. That this man done seen this fucking...
Miss Colada.
That this motherfucker done seen this motherfucker grow up.
Okay.
Didn't know it was his. Brother, how is that not selfish? You're robbing. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this now. Anybody can tell you this. It's a difference in between the interactions on knowing that that child is yours and knowing that, oh, this is my stepkid. Well, no, not, let me rephrase. On knowing, oh,
you ever heard the whole saying,
knowing this is some
my nana, my rules? My nana, my rules?
But then you have to deal with the kid.
That's one of the rules of before you have intimacy.
But don't
but tell him that your father is dead and he's not.
Don't expect somebody see that same energy that you guys put out in the world or whatever. Don't expect that people won't sit here and get that same energy back. Because at the end of the day,
my nut bar.
Yeah, it might. That's what I'm saying. Hey, just because y'all rock out with that too, but niggas can say at the end of the day, I need. If you got any guys on this fucking live stream, yo, start withholding your shit, bro. They need us too.
I'm weak. I'm
fucking
weak. They need us too.
The hell, my nigga. Only them psychodikes won't fucking agree with that shit, but it's the truth though.
She said, what if the child needs his dad for medical reasons? Like, you can't just not tell him. That's crazy.
As a medical thing, that's a whole different ballgame. Of course. Like, but this also goes on.
No, it's not about not telling him. We're going, I think that's going a little above the question here.
We went like through like five different things.
My whole thing, and this is what started it, is if I get pregnant, this is what you sit here and think like they should make a bill or whatever, in which that if I get pregnant, I have to let you know that I want an abortion. And when I let you know, your decision has to be the final decision.
I'm not, no.
That's what I'm getting.
I do not agree with that. I agree that you should sit here just like.
So you think he should just have closure, knowledge?
Yes.
And
just
no
like
say?
HIV, just like HIV people. Just like when you sit here, a person with HIV, you're sitting here fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry, bitch your ass need to go to fucking jail because you know you've had this shit. It's literally when you sit here and you have to inform people, like when you get tested with HIV and they know, you have to inform the people that you've had sexual encounters with so they can get tested. So they can't sit here and further spread the disease. Same fucking thing. No?
No, I'm just asking, what do you want after that?
I'd rather you sit here and...
So you want to have knowledge. and after the knowledge, if the person decides to go on with the abortion and you're nay with it.
That's on you. But do not sit here understand.
You can have the baby. They can be like, oh, I don't want that baby. It's still your choice. Like you said, your body, my choice.
So you agree with him?
I agree with both of you. But yes, a little bit more him because they should at least have a chance to choose, oh, if I want to be a father, if I will not. Because
but that's still not going to be his choice, though. So the bill you want to see here not only have knowledge of the pregnancy, but you also want to be able to have an option on the abortion part. That's what I'm getting out of that.
No. From me as a man, no. I agree. It is your body. You have the right to do what you want with your body.
They can divorce their opinion before they decide to have sex with you. You could be like, if you get pregnant from me having sex with you right now, I want to keep the baby.
But you're not doing, but it's the whole point about when you're having sex, you're not thinking about, whether this person can get pregnant or not. Like, real shit. Like, it's really how many fucking people actually thought about before you actually started having sex. Oh, I can get pregnant right now.
Some crazy ones, but yeah.
But how often is that, though? You understand?
Right.
So it's like, dude, I'm not knocking any female. It is your body, bro. But don't sit here. Your choice was to have that baby, and that man sat here and said he didn't want that baby. Don't get mad when that man sits here and he shows you his true colors on he didn't want to have that baby. He said he didn't want to have it, but then you want him to sign over his rights. Cool, no problem. Now that man has signed over his rights. You fell on hard times now because you wanted to be on your shit or whatever. You wanted it. Now you asking the government to help you? Why though? Like real shit, it's to the party. But the government has to sit here and help pay for your baby to sit here and what? Get food, diapers? Well, because you fell on hard times. No, but it was two parties that sat here and did whatever. But the first party sat here and got rid of his rights.
Okay.
Because you didn't want him to have his baby. Or he didn't want to have his baby.
Samantha said, if I want to have a child, I don't know why is it moving like this. Hold on a second. And he decides to not have a child, then I will get a lawyer to sign some shit saying he does not want anything to do with the child. And if 20 years down the road, he shows up at the child door saying that, hey, I'm daddy. Like the paperwork will show it and did what,
But see, this is the thing. This is what's wrong with society. Real shit. A lot of people don't realize on how important two-family households are. Like, it's been so installed into you guys, and I mean installed into females, that you guys can do it by yourselves. 110% granted you have.
But like, I agree with Clara. Like,
hold on.
Y'all need to understand how fucked up it is mentally forcing her to have an abortion.
That's my thing. It's like, I'm not forcing you, but don't
nothing happens to you guys. I feel like nothing happens to you guys. Emotional attachment has to do with you prepping yourself what you're going to do with the child. Like, you're mentally prepping yourself on having a child. So you're dwelling in your mind that, when I get this child, I'm going to change these diapers. I'm going to be the best dad. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, do this, do this, do this. And I feel like with abortion, it just lets you down when she does that. When, abortions, if we decide to have abortion, or have a baby at that, like, we could die. Certain things. Nothing's happening to you. So why would they have a... What?
It's a GYN appointment that they stick a vacuum up inside you.
I think it's a little more than that. I think it's actually a little more than that.
But no.
And things could happen to you, and things could go wrong. But why would you have a say on the things that have to happen with my body? I have to sit here and grow this life in me and possibly die on the table or have an illness afterwards or something happens to me afterwards in which nothing happens to you. And then if I have abortions, the same thing medically, something can happen down the line. And mentally, from having an abortion, from it being a mistake. When you guys can just walk away and never think twice about it.
Like I said, both parties, before you guys have sex, should sit here and decide whether this is what you guys
Samantha says she want a child right now. Shit.
I'm done.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking you guys. I respect it. But at the end of the day...
I gotta ask what my mama thinks.
I'm fucking weak. Yeah, I should have called her ass because she would have agreed with me. Not y'all. The fuck? I'm about to add Clara to this live right now.
I mean, I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
I'm not knocking.
I just think y'all wrong. I think it should be my say, but you sat here and said that it's just a say. You just want to basically knowledge.
Let a nigga know that he's about to have a baby, but no, hold on, let me first. Let a nigga know that, hey, yo.
So what? I just don't understand what is the whole purpose though. Like I know we're going round in circles and circles,
Right,
but I just don't understand what's the purpose of the knowledge.
Okay, so what's the
hold on.
A female sitting here telling a nigga at the end of the day that, oh, I was pregnant, but I got rid of it.
You ass.
What the fuck is the purpose of that? What the fuck is the purpose of? All right, cool, no problem.
I guess to be hurtful or something. I don't know.
All right, but
I would never use that line.
No problem. You wanted to get rid of the baby, but all right, now cool. Let's really sit here and walk down this road. You got rid of the baby now. You like same thing as in females, and you can look this up. You guys go through postpartum depression. Period. Okay. You don't have to sit here and make it through the whole point of the whole pregnancy for the postpartum depression because it's an imbalance in hormones. Now, when you guys go through this shit or whatever, and most females sit here and feel bad and negative about what the fuck you just done. Correct or wrong? Mm-hmm. Now, what you feeling bad, you look at your, I'm just saying here, say, if you hypothetically look at your significant other or whatever, and I'm being on some dick shit when I say this or whatever. If you happen to be in a relationship,
oh, what the hell?
Hold up, pause.
Go ahead.
You happen to be in a relationship, and I'm just saying that happened, and you happen to sit here and need that consoling. Why should the guy console you? You went through what you went through, but you want the guy to pick up a piece.
That's if that's female like that. All females are not like that. But my thing is though, why would you want that bill like to be passed as far as them having knowledge? And if they have knowledge, what do they do with this knowledge? Nothing. So if they're sitting here doing nothing with this knowledge, why have the knowledge to begin with? If there's no power within that bill being granted as far as them being able to sit here and have knowledge.
Both y'all don't sign a contract at the time of fucking conception. No man, I'm about to make a whole bunch of females not like me for saying this shit. I don't leave this shit the fuck alone. How about this one? Just
right. Women don't have to say when a man do with their body when they have like 10 hoes lined up around the corner. I can't say, hey, don't have them hoes.
That's what y'all worried about?
That's what Samantha said. Yes.
I'm done.
Sammy.
I'm done.
We don't get a say on your body. So why should you get a say with mine just because the life is growing?
Because it's not just only you. You guys do, all right, understand this when I say this. And I sit here and I don't give a fuck whatever female feels this type of way when I say this shit. You guys, I'm going to use this as a cooking equation too. You guys provide the powder and the eggs. The guy in the oven. The guys provide the milk. So it's like, hey, we put a quarter in this fucking percentage too. So with that being said, we should get a say in here too. You guys are baking the cookies. So leave us.
But we do majority of the fucking work.
Yes, you're baking it, but without our
okay, so we give you knowledge. I'll be okay with knowledge?
I'm happy. I don't give a fuck. There's nothing I can do about it. Whatever you do is whatever you do.
So you don't think that if he don't want it, the abortion, for her to get the abortion, she should get it?
If he doesn't want the abortion, that's on her. But at least allow a man to sit here and put it.
I don't understand why they have to know this. That's like against privacy. Like, you know, I don't...
How much fucking more privacy can you fucking get? You just finished having sex with the person unprotected. My nigga, you can catch a fucking deadly virus, a deadly illness from fucking having sex. For that little 3 minutes that you were just doing it.
Fucking 3 minutes? Okay.
Hey, I'm being nice when I say 3 minutes.
Okay, the child is here.
I know, that's what I'm... shit. Trust me.
I just don't understand though.
1-4.
14 don't mean nothing.
TV 14. Over here using my cookies.
So he should have a say on certain. He should just have the concept of knowledge. I don't understand it.
Don't sit here.
Just do the privacy laws. You don't have to sit here and you don't have to disclose that you.
Do not want a guy to sit here and I'm not knocking whether you guys get an abortion or not.
I know you're knocking now. You're knocking like, oh,
No, I don't give
about
a
the
fuck.
disclosure
Hey,
So
if you
if
motherfuckers-
of the knowledge.
If you guys want to get an abortion, that's completely on you. But what I'm sitting here saying is, don't completely. Is like you guys. That's your choice whether you bring it in the world or not. But it's not even being a choice that whether. Alright, whatever.
Wait, so if your kid get a body piercing and you find out and you get mad because they didn't tell you, why do they have to tell you? It's their body, it's their choice.
This is the little kid version. Don't fucking clap for that.
High fucking five on that one. I'm
just
sorry, I didn't
saying.
think about that one. That's a valid one right there.
I hate
So
y'all.
if she come in here with mad piercings
I'm a
and
fucking
shit,
hate. Oh.
what are we gonna sit here and say? I mean, it's her body. It was her choice. I mean, what? Oh, because she wasn't over the age of 18, right? But
Right.
catch 22, she can go to the doctor, right? And tell all these motherfuckers, hey, I've been having sex, I've been doing this and then doing this, and the doctors can't tell your fucking ass down a damn thing. So what's the make a difference? I'm just saying, you want to go get some tattoos? I'll sign
Because
a
she's
paper
a
for you.
child.
I'll sign a
That's-
paper for you.
Okay, but she's a teenager and I mean,
And
hey,
because
she's
something
half
happened to
there,
you,
dark.
the cops gonna be like, did she have this belly this tattoo or this piercing?
Her body, her choice.
But
Her
is
body,
how
her
was
choice.
Her body, her choice.
Her body, her choice.
You know what?
Why
I'm
does she
need
have to
somebody
tell
else.
you?
Her
Hold
body,
on,
her
hold
choice.
on.
Put up my-
Why does your kid
Hi.
have to tell you about what
Hi.
they're gonna do with their body?
Her choice.
Because you're still not the age of 18.
But I'm raising.
It doesn't matter. I
I'm
mean,
raising-
hey,
I'm
hey,
raising her
hey.
to
You
be a
could be
leader, not a
17,
follower.
have the kid.
What do you mean? What that has to do with leader and follower?
I'm raising her to be a leader, to think for herself. If that's what she chose to do, that's what she chose to do.
Okay, exactly. But your knowledge, you want to know what your child is doing.
No, but it's her body.
Wait. You said knowledge. So why can't the guy get a knowledge that they're about to have a baby?
You know what? I fucking hate you, Serenity. I fucking hate you.
Please.
You know
I'm
what? Where's your
sorry,
mother at? I'm gonna kick you out
but
my house.
It's true. How
No,
you want
no,
knowledge that your
no.
kid about to do something with their body, their choice, but the guy can't have a knowledge about the girl about to have an abortion or even having a baby?
I'm getting backed down by a 14-year-old. Go ahead. You couldn't back me down that much. We going around in circles. But now she making a little bit of sense here.
I'm just saying, bro. It doesn't make sense. It's like the same thing.
It is the same thing. It's the same exact thing.
No, it's not
Yes, it
because
is.
Yes,
it is.
Your
It has
kid
to
could
do
be
with
a
a life.
stripper, don't
No,
tell you.
it's the
You
same
tell them what
exact
you
thing.
want to be like. You
It's
gonna
the
be
same-
mad?
it's the same
Their body,
exact
their
thing.
that was the
choice.
same exact
Because
thing.
if you look at it, or whatever, it's the same exact thing. You're just looking at it like, at the end of the day, just because we're looking at it, oh, she's a child, right? Cool, no problem. But she's a child living under your roof, but she's still a body. It's her body.
Her choice.
She wasn't violated or anything like that. It's her body.
Exactly,
This-
because you
this
have to
is a-
carry it for 9 months. You got to go through so much things.
This is something that could, her body, a piercing that can sit
Okay.
here, that takes less than 5 minutes to sit here.
Wait.
Boom, piercing.
But she
is
never
done.
had intimacy with her parent. So this has to do with like more than what she's sitting here saying. Because it does have to do with some kind of intimacy on why. The
Why
other
don't
person
we-
have a say. The
How come-
parents wouldn't have a say because it doesn't have to do with anything, you know. We're not going down that line.
That's not true. You know who had a say?
You just want to know
You know
because
who had a say?
Go ahead.
Aaliyah's mama and daddy.
Yo, bro.
Well, why we come up with these R. Kelly jokes here? Come on now. Come on now.
But
I
why
can't
you
even-
gotta know?
Welcome to our very first live, everybody.
Right,
I mean,
right.
like-
I'm about to end this live because I can't with y'all
I
at
mean,
all.
I'm about to say go be alive.
it's true though. Your kid could become a stripper. Their body.
But Star
their
is not no
choice.
fucking man.
You heard me? Say
I ain't
stop
no
on your
fucking
shit
man.
Like, yo, Star's really man. Everybody,
Well, people who know you know. They know what they know. I know you know, you know.
Like, yo, what's
I ain't
good,
gonna
everybody?
front. I'm kind of proud of myself on that argument right there. Cause
It's a
No.
valid point.
You know what? It's because I'm fucking tired. We're going to do this argument again. You did not win no argument. I said I got a little back down from a little 14-year-old, but don't mean I wasn't getting back the fuck up, all right?
That's a valid point.
I'm getting up, all right?
It
I'm
is.
an old lady. My knees is bad. I'm getting up, though.
Your
I
body-
mean, you just said you wanted knowledge, right? Why can't the other person have a knowledge that you about to have?
But your
this or
parents
bring
doesn't
somebody
have-
in this life or take it out.
Okay, the knowledge with your parents.
But why?
What's the difference?
What does it make a difference whether because it's your parent?
Okay, you the
That's
parent.
not. We're going back. Hold on.
The
We're going back to the pregnancy thing. We're not going to the parent thing, all right?
No, but
It's
what,
the
what's
same
to make a
thing,
difference?
you're the
Because
parent.
you
Let me
want-
make my chart. I'm gonna get back to y'all.
You want acknowledgement. Hold on. You want acknowledgement because you're the parent. But
Right.
You want acknowledgement because you're the parent. But what happens with the significant other? He wants acknowledgement because he's a significant other. This is the person that you're looking at to protect you. This is the person that you're looking at to console you, to love you, to sit here and when everybody else in the fucking world is acting like a bitch to you, to sit here and tell you I love you. When somebody else is telling you that your food is nasty, oh baby, that was awesome. When somebody, like, come on, you want that person to be your 8 and everybody else is their 20. But you can't acknowledge him? Really?
I mean, just think about it. She
No,
gave
I
you
still-
no clue that she's
No.
gonna get it.
I don't think no. We're going back to this. I'm still firm. Yet still haven't sitting here and
I mean, no, really think about it from our like opinions. She gave
I
you
still-
no clue
no,
that she was gonna get
no.
a body pierce or be a stripper or anything.
no. Let's
Just
go back.
throwing it
No,
out there.
no.
Right? She
Alright.
comes home and
Hold
if you
on,
find
hold on,
it
hold on,
out.
hold on. Listen, being a stripper is a big difference. In between your fucking body and shit.
Her body, her choice. She wants to be a stripper. She wants to show off it.
No, first.
You underage.
No.
She wanna be a house.
No.
She could be a house.
I understand. You go ahead and think that what you think. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. We gonna see how much of a fuck you your body, your choice in this situation, my nigga.
When he says
I
beats,
was
he
just
means
throwing it out
hits
there.
her with a bunch of
My
fluffy
side,
pillows.
bro. Hold on. How you gonna
Lightly.
do that? I'm on your side. You know what? Matter of fact, no. It's our body. It's our choice. Why do we have to tell you that we about to have a baby or
With stripping
something?
and stuff, like no.
Now you changing it around. You on my side? You on my side now?
No.
No. I understand what you're saying. My
Daddy
bad. I
is
was just
coming out
throwing
like
it
no.
out there.
It's just
He
no.
said, "Daddy coming down." Okay.
No, it's a whole. I don't give a damn. You 18, 21. No, nigga, you're not being no fucking stripper. What the fuck are you saying here dancing for these? Hold up. Then again, stripping does pay bills.
Yo, Theo, shut up.
Just don't do no nasty shit behind. No private dances. You be alright. Hey,
I don't think nobody
bro.
should disclose any of their health issues unless it has to do with effectively like something, a disease you giving somebody.
Getting pregnant is not a fucking health issue.
It's
What the fuck is it? A crisis?
What?
Fuck out of here, bro.
I'm just saying.
Oh, hell no.
It is. Why are you doing that? It is.
You know what? It is a health issue. It's a health issue for the guys. Because we gotta deal with y'all bullshit.
I'm weak. I'm fucking weak. But I'm gonna say goodnight because I'm done arguing with these people. Good night, guys.
I'm really proud of myself. That was your
No, you did not eat that. But okay, bye.